Alrighties, we are live and welcome back Oceanink Squiddies for another match here. Season 3 Division 6 Peer Pressure and T versus T slots for the week 3 rounds. Alrighties. So as you know, I'm already familiar this time around with T slots and Peer Pressure. I do recognize a lot of the names here, especially from T slot side. We do have Sandra, Fury, Leah, Bibu, and SOT, and DK as well. And also, let's just say T for the second one. And for Peer Pressure side, they have Radar Cycle, Icy, D Tom, Azu, Infectious Potato, and Obito. Alrighty, cool. So for the matches this game here for Division 6, they have Rainmaker at Starfish main stage, followed by Turf War at Port Mackerel, Splatzones in the Wahoo World, Tail Control Inkblot Art Academy, Clan Blitz Humpback Pump Track, Rainmaker at Marco Ma, Splat Zones at Muscleforge Fitness, Tail Control at Skipper Pavilion, and last will be Clan Blitz at Cramp Triggerfish. So I'm really excited to see how much have these guys improved over the last 2 weeks pretty much. And we'll pretty much see once we get inside. So we all have our members here now. And already instantly, as soon as I just switch over to see what's happening here. I see. Peer Pressure is alpha. Yep, that's correct. Cool. Um, so yeah, as soon as I got in, it seemed like T-Slots was already ready and pretty much ready to go here. But that seems to be the other way around now. Never mind. They have locked it in, and sorry, Peer Pressure are just still deciding what they want to run here on this map. Really, you could run the BR bombs with the armor, or even Ball is very good to catch with the flanking as well. You might see some blasters, some charges, some shooters as well, and also some roller. It's always good to see a roller here and there. So yeah, without further ado, with the last 10 seconds remaining, we'll pretty much see what these two teams want to run here. Okay, diving straight into here. First game, and here we are. And we do see Ballpoint followed with Jetscusher and Octobrush too. And the last one being the TTX as well, Tentatek. And for T-Sloth says they have Hydra, Sloshing, Octobrush, and an Enzap with the missiles. So really good balance composition here for both teams. And we see the fast pop already picking off two members of Peer Pressure because they were so close to that Rainmaker explosion. And here we are, subs flying out now, just putting that immense pressure on the other side. Beautiful work by T-Sloth here. While Raider is the sole survivor at this very moment, using the Stingray here, opting to get a couple of splats, getting the one, but will be probably trapped by Sandra. And that is that. And then also just falling down to Potato here. So for the semi-wipe here, it's going to be a bit much of a breather, and that will be the complete wipe. That will be a complete breather for Peer Pressure. Well played to Potato there. So we did see that early that engagement, all the aggressiveness and all T-Slots really could get was just that 69. A very good start, but yeah, definitely. We'll have to see more from there. Alright, it's a little bit of a sloshing as you know, just to zone them all out, but here we are already. Ooh, Rainmaker already falling down to one of the hidden members there. But already, as I was saying, both sides already semi-wiped with just Fury and Radar remaining on left. But here we are, Stingray versus a Enzap here. Not even opting for the splat here, just going straight on that Rainmaker. And none of the members of T-Slots are actually just jumping into Joy and Fury. So, yeah, just a trade with Potato there. And Rainmaker will still be living around there. So we have Obito now coming in, going for the trade in the last little dip there. And now finally the members here are finally jumping in, trying to catch up and trying to get that Rainmaker once again. But Azur says, I'll have my remake installment, but yeah, I guess I tried there. But anyhow, I'll buy as much time for my team as I can. We do have Obito now, but we'll be falling down too. Raider will be the last one remaining here. But Azure, everyone will just jump back in because they're so close to the spawn point anyways. So that does not really matter. Oh, also, just a heads up, the podium is already painted ahead. Oh, that seems to be the work of SOT. And here we are, Hammer now available too. It's another semi-right for both teams. And look at that Hammer putting that pop too as well. And SO2 will be able to just pressure on from here, going all the way to the spawn point, just going in. Oh, a little bit of teleport action here. But everything seems good now. And here we see from Sandra's end, putting that pressure once again with that Hydra. Do you see Azure come now from the top here, looking to get the splats, but will be assisted by that Stingray. So well played to Pier Pressure there. Now Inkstorm available here, just chucking that straight away in the middle there, just for that ink control. And we'll be picking up another splat too. But however, two of the members of Pier Pressure, they're down at the moment. Oh, now they're pretty much alright. A lot of splats going on this game indeed. And Azure, I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but picks up the Rainmaker anyhow, and we'll be pressing onto mid, but we'll be falling down anyhow. Just both sides, they keep countering endlessly, and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. But still, this is working out for T-Slot to push that to this 45. But as I was saying, now this semi-weight is approaching, and actually, nothing will really happen here. It'll just be the missiles into the pressure. Now Azure comes in there with Radar as well, and Potato. We'll be all jumping into that Rainmaker once again. Stingray now available too. Radar will be opt to look for this one, and there we are. We're seeing it. And we have a little bit of a 1v1 with Fury coming up on top here. But Potato is still going in, and does get the lead too as well. Ooh, and that last minute as well. We do have another one jumping in now, but Azure will be picked off here. And but I'm definitely sure that Pier Pressure will be happy with that 26, just taking that all the way there. This is almost like a repeat of the previous game that we saw last night. And here we are, Stingray once again just from the middle here. We'll have to watch the splashdown, and Bibi manages to catch that splat there. Zoo will be setting up beacons just on the top here. In the last 30 seconds here, I think Pier Pressure just wants to honestly stall from here. But don't count T-Slots out just yet. We see Sandra will be caught by Potato, and we'll be following up with another splat too. And I'm sure that Bria will be very happy indeed. What do you see here now? The left side actually, there's still members of T-Slots around here, but Bibu, the remaining survivor, but will be finally falling down. Potato has to pick it up and just run back, and that would be game. Ooh, it looked really good for T-Slots at the start, but Pier Pressure manages to get that little bit in. Alrighty, so T-Slots will be victorious. Oh, sorry, Pier Pressure will be victorious on the first map here. And now we'll be moving to the other map here, Turf War at Port Mackerel this time around. No. Alrighty, so while teams are now on the way deciding the weapons for Port Mackerel, in my experience, for my match we did like some juniors and a bit of other stuff as well. Some long range followed up with E-Leader too, which is really good for painting the side alleys and also the middle too. So depending on how both teams want to take this, there'll be the left, the middle, and the right side to cover at all times. And also your spawn points are pretty important too. If your left and right flanking sides too, they have to be painted pretty much as well. So we'll see which team is pretty much gonna do that first, or will they all just fight in the middle? Okay, just gonna send the word around. We have streams now available. Already, so jumping in now, we do see, yeah, like I said, there was the junior indeed, and follow the ends up in missiles too, and also a splashdown umbrella. Very interesting to see. And we do also see the Hydra splashdown, so that'll be 2 splashdowns indeed. And as I was just saying about specials, they're already up now for the members of Pier Pressure here. And so, likewise too for T-Slots, but we'll be falling down to a zoo here. Bibu now cutting in for the right here. We'll be looking to dodge that splashdown here. The splashdown is also still available for Bibu too. And we have that famous annoying little bulldozer there, just opening the way for Bibu. It's almost like Aladdin, you know? Ah, let me in. I want some treasure. Or open sesame. And here we are. And this is, if we see now on the map, yep, like I said, T-Slots have taken the left and right side quickly as well. They need to finish the back, but it looks like Pier Pressure will be looking to do this as well very shortly. Here we are, the members now jumping in one by one. Azure will be flanking from the right side here, but we're looking just to opt out for the other side actually. These guys don't even know that Azure is in the back now. But here, finally now, SOT now finally manages to pick up on that by scouting ahead. They're saying, hey, one of the members of Pier Pressure's here, but I'll just be trading in the end. And that will fall for the rest of the team here. It's looking pretty good here. The duel will take on Fury, so Fury will be going down here. And Pier Pressure will be able to get recontrol of the middle. We do have double splashdown available too, so they'll definitely be looking for that play. Ozir will be easily dodging that splashdown there, just going on straight ahead. And Obito, oh, we find out this is a slosher, unfortunately. The timing of that. The sole remaining survivor here, Radar, will be having a bit of issues here. Because all the members of T-Slots are now coming in closer. Just, oh, and actually we'll be getting up Sandra, and a trade will be happening too. So all that's left now is just Fury, and the remaining sole survivor will be Bibu here. And that's going to give a good comeback to the Pier Pressure here. We'll now be opting to paint all over. They managed to pick up a couple more whites just like that one on this Usher. They'll be able to do this for sure. We do see both the splashdowns are still available too, but the members are falling one by one here. 2 down for both sides. And Raider having a little bit of a skirmish there, just taking on both members here. We'll be picking up the one splat here and regaining back the Brella. And still going home, but we'll be falling down now, finally. And there we are, the splashdown finally used before time is up. Potato shoved by the truck a bit, and that will be that. How are you, Shades? Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, very, very close. That looked pretty even indeed. Unfortunate to Pier Pressure, so that would be T-Slots win for that one. So it did look detrimental for Pier Pressure, but they managed to just turn it around and make it just a little bit closer at least. So I'm sure that's better than any other result, honestly. And I'm pretty happy that they stuck it out through that end indeed. So next will be Spy Zones at Wahoo World. So it seems that Pier Pressure, oh no, sorry, Pier Pressure. T-Slots are already set up and ready to go here. And they must be pretty happy finally after getting a 1-point win indeed. So the score is even, and we'll see from Splat Zones in here. I'm sure we will see the ballpoint of the Hydra once again, on pair with also the sloshing too. So that would be really good to see here. Alright, it's just as I was saying here. Yep, it is. Ooh, almost the same composition for Peer Pressure, but this time the Jets gotcha, whilst T-Slots there, yeah, they, like I said, they did have that, but this time a lot of Tentatech, sorry, Kensa weapons here. Got two of them sloshing on T-Tech, Kensa, and also, I think that's just the, oh yeah, the missile off the brush here. And three of them will be getting a trade here. The remaining members here, ooh, Bibi's still alive as well, will be splashing down here, because we're getting some footing here. But will be picked up by Obito anyhow. And if we quickly go over these specials, we do have, yeah, that's a Ninja Jet Sculpture. Triple Saver on that Octo, and main power-ups for both sides too. And a bit of a swim speed up with a respawn Punisher too on that that sloshing. So definitely, control is in favor of Peer Pressure at the moment here. And they're still having the zone control here, while the T-Slots still having a bit of a trouble just getting in there, because their members are getting picked off one by one here. And just as I was saying here, Sandra will be getting the one here, but will be falling down to splash down at last. And Missile is coming up, but won't be able to pick up anything. Here comes the counter as well, looking to catch up the members here, but the Potato is just riding along and doesn't have a care in the world. Here we are, and it's still in the middle as well. But this is looking like to be Peer Pressure already winning here, and time is up. A very quick game, very fast game indeed. So even if I was spending a bit of time explaining some abilities and weapons, it really didn't go that far, honestly. It just remained in Peer Pressure's favor, and they just held on while I explained the rest. Uh, but it seems that, yeah, Peer Pressure and T-Slots, they're pretty comfy with their weapon choices, and this seems to be the sort of balanced composition that they're going to run almost every game. And we could see this also at tower control for Inkblot, but perhaps we might just see a bit of a difference here. We might see a dually, against a dualies with the bowler, or at least something else. And just as I was saying, they've already decided the weapons, and I'm surprised on how fast this division really picks the weapons up. They just go bam. All right, same weapons, or a bit of a change, and we're in. And yeah, pretty much just what I was saying. They cancel the split dualies, and then you see the Clash Blaster actually for the missile one this time, not actually a Stingray. Very interesting choices here. And we do see, yeah, pretty much main power-ups and comebacks as well. With that roll, that Octo is still going for that main saver. Potato will be falling down here first. A lot of action in that mid tower control. And here we go, all the members here are just hogging it, but we'll see if the subs and the shooters will be coming up here. But Fibu just spamming that slosher here. We'll be able to pick up a couple splats. And ooh, almost nabbing a Potato there with the splashdown. I don't know if that was an intentional fall or not there. But here we are. Furidian will be able to pick up the splat here, I believe. Oh no, Obito it was. We'll be getting out of that, and we're getting some footing here. But Bowler now almost active too, and Obito will be able to go for the flank on the back here. We'll be picking up through there into the Bowler straight away. But won't be able to do much, and explodes pretty early actually. Oh, a bit of a teleport there, but we'll be picking up anyways, Obito from that side. And as you can see here, this is still going in favor of T-Slots. They just keep jumping in one by one here and putting the pressure on Peer Pressure. Bit of a pun on that one. But as I was saying, now Obito is flying in here. We'll be picking up Sandra as well from that jump in. And that will be halted at 64, I believe. Missiles available as well, and we do see just radio getting a bit more special points there to build up that missile and a bit of ink coverage. Obviously, Obito will be the sole remaining Slayer here on the front lines, and Bowler is still available too. Now opting to use it, And well, again, once again, we'll be able to pick up anything pretty early. I'm just not sure if Obito is really after those splats or just wants some in coverage in the end. And we see Hammer is blocked off by the tower, so unable to do anything here. We'll have to throw here and still falling down here. Very unfortunate course of action there. I'm sure I'd be pretty upset if I was blocked by the tower there indeed when I was doing my special. Here we are. Further will be the almost the sole remaining survivor here, but the Pier Pressure now finally trying to get in there. And they're taking it very far here, already passing T-Slots on the points here. Obito will be able to pick up that splat with another splat into it as well. And bowlers are already up here, but no one is on the tower. And then now Obito finally jumps on because it just went down just a bit. But here we are, a bit of pressure from Bibi here. But Obito is still living, honestly, and pushed that to a nice 49 here. And another member just jumped on, but yeah, Obito is back on it again. It's like no one's going to stop him. But there we are finally, stopped at 45. But it doesn't matter because Pier Pressure, they're still on it. They want that objective and they want to keep going. But we'll see through them will be able to pick up a double split with the power of Clash Blaster. So I'm surprised we haven't actually seen any ink jets to this game. So a little bit different, and I'm pretty happy that there's a lot of splats going on here because it definitely shows that they can go even with each other. Oh, and a nasty throw from there, almost picking up Radar, but SOT were able to pick up anyways. Two members of Pier Pressure, and here we are finally. Now it's their turn to push in. SOT were able to take the right side here and get the flank on Azu, who won't be able to see this one coming, and that will be that. Now Hammer available too, and the members here are looking to take this pretty further than 40. We do have one on the tower here, that is Fury. The missile's almost ready too, and the sole remaining survivor, Azu, will be getting caught out here. And again, one more time here, managed to pick up Obito there before getting splattered there. But they're still going here, and the last 30 seconds here, it looks like this is going to be game. Yep, that is game. Game number 4. Going to T-Slots. Well played to T-Slots on that part. $15 spice indeed. I really like the choice of the Clash Buster on par with that Splat Dualies, the cancel one for the bowler. I really think if Obito opted to use the bowler just a bit more, with a bit more value, then it would have been better for sure. But that's fine, and I'm happy to do those splats because that was a really good game indeed. So 2-all here, and I have a feeling this is gonna go to game 9. I'm gonna upload another really long game here. Is this what every team wants to do to me from since yesterday? That's fine. Oh, and I actually have to change this stream title here. Shouldn't be that. Give me a bit. Okay. Oh, so it's just me almost remaining here, but we do have now Clan Blitz at Humpback Track. I just played this game this week too, and what I pretty much did with the brush here was just take it straight on the mid and also flank from the right side. So we'll see how well these teams will be able to flank, because definitely if you get control of the mid, you get control of the right, you'll be able to push in, and that will be really much that. Alright, he's now jumping into the fifth game here. We do see the same composition being run here as well. And also the same for the other side too as well, so I don't think there's any changes. Yep, definitely not. So already 11 clams for the members here of Peer Pressure. I believe that most of them going to be on Potato, who probably will be riding this in here. But we'll see. And Soot now coming for the direction on the back. We'll be missing a bit here, but and then finally getting caught off. Salt was trying to get some splats there, but ooh, already in there. But the defense here by Fury and Sandra will be able to counter that push in. So yeah, definitely a bit of trouble here. They should definitely communicate with their team and opt to use the specials here instead of just going in. And there we are. We just need a couple of splats. We just need to get just like that, the Stingray, to be able to cover that and then go in for the score. So that's definitely what teams need to do. But unfortunately for Salt, will be a little bit too late here and just chucking the ball over and going down. There's a lot of chaos happening after that break by T-Slots. So now while we do see, right here, and Vivi will be next to pick up those clams, getting into the splash down here. We'll be picking up a splat, and we'll be throwing the Potato instead. Potato doing a lot of work on that off the brush here. We'll be picking up another one, and also another one here. That is a triple for with an assistance, indeed. So now finally Potato has 10, and we should just not rush in this time, indeed, and that's definitely what Potato's opting for. We do see from the other side here, a lot of pressure, and Sandra managed to pick up the penalty clam too, just a little bit of scuttle over, a little shuffle. But here we are already, we do have the members already jumping in here. All they'll do is just the one really here. I did see both the penalty and the other one too, but it just seems like I missed a bit of that, and splash was just happening there, and that prevented T-Slots from pushing in. But Azure just riding this in here, but ooh, very, very close indeed. Almost able to get that. You see Stingray now available here, but we'll be need to pass to Potato first. And then pick up a couple clamps here into the bowler coming in out of nowhere too. Stingray still available here, but not used just yet, quite yet. And SO2 will be able to get that counter on defense on Peer Pressure here. Here we are, another score now coming in now. Bibu managed to get it in, and that will be the break. Missiles flying too. Potato will be able to pick up the splat. Oh, gets actually caught out. I thought Potato will be able to avoid that the last second here, but no. And here we are, SOT. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, very, very good clam handling indeed. But just as I was saying, this map is really open for a lot of counter pushing, so it does not really matter too much indeed. Azure will be falling down there, but the members here are still alive and kicking. Actually, Raider will be the sole survivor here, and while all their clan balls are down now, we'll be picking up the one spot here, and oh, almost on Fury though. So now SOT going ham straight into that one, but will not be able to pick up any splats. Obito having a little bit of duel here, be evading any sort of sudden attacks on that one. Bowler now available, and they have 24 clams, so that is a lot to say. Ink armor already in there. Bowler too as well. Azir in position now for the jump, and both the members jump at a beautiful same time. But I don't believe, no, not even one went in, and it will be just Bibu and Azir. And oh no, poor T-Slot, poor Peer Pressure. They had a lot there, but couldn't get any, not even one in. And Bibu now riding in, splash downing into that splat. And still going in, actually, evading Potato, but won't be able to get that. Really close indeed. And S2 will be following too, and Fury will be able to get this. I'm I'm pretty sure. And yep, that will be the break. And now here comes the counter while the members are down 1 by 1 here. Potato just needs one more here. Will be getting splattered and halted by the defense here of T-Slots. Ooh, very smart choice to chuck the ball, the clamp, sorry. But here we are, the pop now finally happening from Zoo, but they need a couple more in, and Obito is the only one left with Potato. And there's a lot of defense happening here. We just need to chuck that one, and that does go in! Ooh, too much focus was happening on just one of the members being there, but they didn't see a Potato, I believe, coming in just from the right, or the left, sorry. And that's what snagged Pier Pressure's win. Alrighty, so with this advancing even further, alrighty, so anyways, just those I was silent. Oh my god, I didn't actually see SOT was ready because I was just checking out the chat here. So my apologies in advance. Just getting a hold on being told what the pronouns are for some of the players in this match, so I'll be able to correctly say it this time, or at least now I can say it. But anyhow, I'm sorry to have waited a bit here, but here we are already. Railing used here for both teams as well, and they're looking to get that early one. Yeah, Logic Shredder definitely, and not actually for both sides actually will be having it. And here we are, the earliest skirmishes into the double splat opening. Obito will be the main sole survivor here for the Slayer side, for the slaying side, sorry. But oh, we'll be able to get that. Oh, just getting that wall just in time here. We'll be able to pick off Sandra, I believe. No, yep, just indeed. Halting that 67 there. This time not a 69. Ball will be used here. Ooh, no, actually not be able to pick up any splats, but this time use it very smartly. But it doesn't matter anyway because Azur is riding this in now into Tesla's side. Sandra's already there, holding that advance there. Ooh, we'll be able to pick that up, but the members are falling down 1 by 1 here. Spectator now soaring through the sky there like a bird, and be able to just pop that Rainmaker there. But, ooh, this is a very cheeky push in here for Pier Pressure, but they, oh my god, just evading the hammer that's coming from behind. This is like Indiana Jones all of a sudden. And SFT will be able to stop that 61, but I'm sure Pier Pressure was happy with that still and away. Okay, oh, before Armor comes up, manages to get the snatch on the Zoo there. And SOT is looking very hungry here, but won't be able to get any more splats, unfortunately. Rainmaker's available, and Potato will be able to... I don't think Potato picked it up. It's because it's on the rail, and no! Oh no! I'm sure they'll be very upset about that one. The Rainmaker was on the side of the rail, and Potato didn't pick it up. Here we are anyways, a lot of action from these after brushes. I'm really impressed with the work. They both do the same thing, they offer the splats and they manage to be in the range every time. We are finally, oh no, actually Sandra will be able to stop that actually. So very good job on her part. We have members now jumping in. Obviously first into Potato. Oh, we do see Fury with the sneak here on the Rainmaker, but will be stopped anyways. We have a little dance off here, but the SOT will remain the sole survivor. And Obito again, another Peer Pressure member will be able to take just snatch that away, the open Rainmaker, and it seems to be working out in these cases. We'll see now if Potato wants to offer this. They do have the ink armor for T-Slot side, so oh no, unfortunately we'll be going down there, but we still have. Oh yeah, that seems to be the jump, but Rainmaker's gone, so the Stingray will be invalid here. And Obito being the sole survivor on the front line here, we'll be looking to get a couple splats. Bowler now ready too, and ooh, that seemed like almost a juicy double splat and a bowler, but we'll be falling down to Fury, who just turned right and said peekaboo. But now finally Azure now pushing in. It's open fields here, but we'll be halted at that 49. And here we are, SOT once again, Indiana Jones with that hammer, and it's going really, really fast. I really sometimes misjudge the speed of this ability. But while SOT was going on ahead, the members of Tesla are still getting picked off one by one by Peer Pressure, and that just stopped their advance here. So it's looking very dead even with that 53-49 with the remaining seconds here, and already a splat on Tesla there. And again, once again, no one is able to pick up on Azure, and Azure was able to do that just almost like 3 times over, honestly. Potato will be next too. And ooh, Marvelous taking that to the 14. Well done to Potato there. But it seems like this will be the final assault here for T-Slots. Sandro pairing up now with Fury, but Fury will be able to... No, actually just comes back just in time there. So we'll have to definitely watch that Rainmaker. You don't want it to fall here in the last remaining seconds. Here we are, Raider now finally able to stop it because the members here wasn't really watching really properly for Sandro, and that's not it. That's not enough time, and the game will be set in match. So really well played to Peer Pressure. All they did really for most of their gameplay was just to keep snatching the Rainmaker away and then just keep going forward, even though there was no paint directly in front of them. And yeah, pretty much that. Oh, sorry, that's Peer Pressure's win. There we go. Yeah, they just kept taking it forward. And now, Peer Pressure is already on match point here. We will be possibly entering our last game now. Which will be Splat Zones at Muscle Forge Fitness. So this time I'll take my time and I'll press A straight away this time. I don't want the members to wait here. And now we're finally on to our match point match here, Splat Zones. Yeah, we do see Torpedo on the Cancer Junior. We are also seeing Hydra. Oh, the hero. I believe this is the normal shooter. I don't remember the exact wordings, but yeah, really good to see here. But Hobbiter here will be getting the first splat. Following Potato will be falling down next, and it seems that if Bibu and Sandra can work together on the long range here, they'll be able to shut down effectively of Pier Pressure's zone here. But just as I was saying, Bibu managed to pick up the double here, and Bubbles coming up, but not being able to get supported by just about anything here. Well, income are now available too, and the Pier Pressure members are just falling one by one here. But Potato can do just a bit of fancy footwork here and a bit of work with that brush, the Ultra brush. I'm sure they can turn this around. So unfortunately, that missile timing there will be picked off by the two members, and a lot of missiles flying out here actually for both sides. Now we do see a lot of the members. Oh, effectively a semi-wipe actually. And Sandra will be the remaining survivor, and that will be the wipe actually to Pier Pressure's advantage. Now they'll all be the specials one by one. Bubbles now ready. That will be the missiles on that Jet Scotcher there. And following that, another missiles too as well. So Bubbles already used actually. Looking to zone out T-Slots just a bit. And now Ink Armor now coming in after the splashdown engage. And we'll see from Zod's end that they'll be able to regain control once again. Reduce your Obito now recognizing the jump from that, but will be falling down instead. This should be the splashdown, but oh, you know that you know, the only thing that really catches that sort of thing is really just the roll and not the brush. It's really scary to do that when you're weak or splashing down. And how just I was saying, we'll just see again from SOT's view. We see another splashdown, but this time picked off by the missile. How many times can SOT do a splashdown without getting splattered by some unfortunate cause there? But doesn't matter here because Pier Pressure, even though Potatoes, she's alone, but still will be having that control for their team. But finally now T-Slot's able to get control into the double splat. Missiles coming up here, having little of a gauge, but we'll be trading here, and that'll be the semi-wipe. And I'm sure Chandra and Fury can both regain control here indeed. Ooh, do you see that? We'll have to do a little bit of a dodge on those torpedoes, doing a lot of torpedoes coming up here. Someone is definitely spamming them, and that is definitely our person here, Azu. Bubbles now coming up, regaining that counter on that one. I love seeing Bubbles used very effectively on those zones there. It just goes to show that they know how to use it, and they're using it at the right times as well. You see splashdown now coming down from Obito. I'm not sure if that was the super jump into that one, because it was a bit small. But it doesn't matter anyways. Now time's still ticking here with a minute and 30 going. This is going very strong for T-Slot's end. If Pier Pressure wants the match point win, they'll have to work just a little bit harder on those splats, and there we are, just as I said, but no, zone is still remaining in T-Slot's favor. So SO2 will be able to get quick little high-buy gauge, but won't be able to pick up anything really here. And Azu will be able to pick up just a bit more. Bubbles will be preemptively used just to secure a little bit of a zoning and to protect herself as well. Now, while both sides have two members down here, Raider is able to pick up the trade here. I thought it was just going to be the splat and surviving there, but no. And here we are, 36, 35, 34. It is counting down, and this is going now for Pier Pressure's lead. So just as I said, they did work that off, and they tried their hardest indeed to have that zone control. Reduce also now picking off Sancho before the armor was properly coated. And also looking, just missed Fury just on the other side of there. We'll be narrowly dodging some missiles here, and Bibi will be able to pick up another splat here too. And 10 seconds are remaining here. They just need to hold out for another past 20 seconds here. But Obito, our man in the back, won't be able to get in there. That is going to be game. Too much pressure on the front and right side. Alrighty, so that is going to be T-Slot's win, and I'm sure they're very happy to still be in the game. We will be effectively entering. We have a little bit of a sweaty wipe here from Sanchez on the chat here of Division 6. Definitely sweaty here. It's very hard because when you're on match point and you're like there's a score of like 4-2, it's like, oh no, I still gotta win another 3 more, and they're at match point. So these next 3 games are definitely gonna be sweaty and very hard to sort of come back to. But that doesn't matter now here, and as it will be the last remaining one. These teams are just locking literally the same composition for the last couple games, and all I had to do was just press A. I don't think there's any major difference, honestly. We're just seeing the same repetitiveness. It's just Jet Scorcher, the ballpoint, the Hydra, auto brushes as well from both sides, and it's just working out. It's just who plays the weapons better and who plays the specials better as well. Here we are, map that I'm very keen to see some gameplay on, which is Skip Pavilion Tower Control. And just as we're jumping into the match here, just give me 1 second. There we are. And like I said, the same composition, except this time with an SSP, this time the Splash Shot Pro, with that Booyah Bomb. So really good to see here. We are going to see the action here. 2 members all already down for T-Slots, but they're taking this defense really well. And there we go. Azu will be chucking that in, and I believe we'll be able to catch out anyone actually. And we have a little bit of a dance off here with the Auto Brushes once again following into the Stingray, which will be picking up Sandra 2 just before it timed out. And Azu will be effectively using the tower now to get that counter on 75. A lot of good work here from this Splash Shot Pro. But no ink for cover and not enough time to jump back too. Unfortunate for Azu. And here we are. We still have T-Slots. Actually, they're still riding this tower. And here we are. SOT already on that hammer once again. Lovely to see this weapon, but we'll have to work a different direction here. And getting distracted by a little sponge here, but we're still picking up the splash here. Very unfortunate. I don't think SOC really meant to do that. But as I was saying, now we have Obito here. We'll be looking to get the roll on and not able to pick up anyone, but good enough damage anyhow. There's Stingray now supporting Obito's side. And we'll have to watch the backside here because one of the members are still alive. Ooh, we'll be falling down to Bubu instead. But just as I was saying anyhow. Now it's going to go for T-Slots, and once again, because the side of Pier Pressure, they're semi-wiped, and now wiped, effectively. But here we go, Obito, our sole flanker here, will be able to stop that, and change the direction of the tower. And I don't think, no. Bibi, yeah, Bibi will be the remaining survivor here. I believe jump back. We got Potato here just on that tower, and ooh, one of our members will be falling here into that Booyah Bomb. We'll be getting that corner bit, and Obito coming up now with the Bola. We'll be looking for the, ooh, this was the, no, unfortunately, stopped by that little balloon. Very unfortunate to see, but anyways, Obito is still happy to pick up those 2 splats straight afterwards, so still the same result actually. Now we have Obito taking a little sneak on the beanbag area. Maybe able to catch up Sandra surprisingly, but no, actually just picking up a few of them into Bibu, and possibly Sandra maybe? The bowler is back up again, and Obito can probably take the beanbag side with the bowler. And yep, definitely, just as I was saying here, not falling here, very good, and then into the bowler here just to zone the remaining members out. And excellent, really excellent zoning by Obito. Picking up those splats, then zoning with the bowler too. That's definitely something you'd like to see if you're looking to zone. We still have a zoo here, and I believe that will be the push for Pier Pressure. So beautiful 37 anyhow. And just as I was saying, now we're going to reach checkpoint 2, while Radar will be the only sole survivor here. We'll be going against that Hydra. It's going to be a bit tough to catch that out there. But we are 43 now. Azure now be able to catch out Sandra, and that would be that for their long range. Except Bibi now arriving here, and they're still able to push this on into that lead of 36. Ooh, and still going actually a bit of a 1v1. Now another one jumping in too. That is going to be Sandra there. Ooh, I thought that was the water there. No, actually, we're pretty still safe here. Sandra's still alive and kicking here, but we'll be probably, yep, falling down to that Stingray indeed by Radar. And another splat going down as well. So 30 seconds, but now finally Pier Pressure's turn to push it up here. But Bibi will be able to get the splats here, being as the outranges and whatnot. You see that Booyah Bomb finally ready here, used here, a lot of armor and health here, so they won't be able to do much. We'll be sending the members here back, but Obito will be the reigning survivor here. I don't think anyone notices that Obito is actually here. Obito will have to get on that tower there. Ooh, it's surprising, even though Tassos hopped off, that actually just counted regardless. So very, very interesting to see. Now my surf control shut down. I gotta get it back up. And this is looking really well into game number 9. I really didn't think I'd see this for Division 6, honestly. And that's what I like to see anyways, because both teams are just going dead even here. Match point game 9. And now they're jumping straight into Clan Blitz at Cramp Triggerfish for the last game. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it in time for the games that I said earlier, which was, I believe, 8 o'clock. Because this went further than I thought it would be. Division 2, I believe. Oh, actually, floating. Division 2 here. I did say I'd take Riptide and Water Plankton, which is... Hang on, I need to put it down here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Cause I still gotta do this one here, and here we are, the final match here. Rhythm taking the left side here with the railing support of SAT, while the other side will be Obito having an exchange, not exchange duel, but rather just a ink exchange duel here. Awesome control, ink control. Reducing Sandra now on the wooden wall here. Just looking that using the snipe point very well indeed. Getting that ink support. Oh, be falling down a bit, but doesn't matter anyhow. Specials now coming up and available here. Splashdown, and oh yeah, that's a. I didn't even notice there was a brush in this game. Yeah, that's also Splashdown too. I didn't think. Really surprised actually. It's not actually a bowler, but here we are. Zoo will be unfortunately fall down to Sandra and Bibi here, and that will be effective wipe from the pushing. Oh, Potato will be falling down here to fury them, but and also Bibi too. So a lot of members just going in one by one, just having a little bit of feel of where they are and gauging their power and seeing. All right, they don't have clams here, so we might as well just go ham from here and see if we can get a couple splats into that chuck in for the later clams. But just as the same Potato here, won't be able to get any splats here. And next will be SOT, I believe. Two splashdowns now ready here. So we'll just have a little bit of a peek, but through them we'll be jumping back, and I believe we'll be losing the clams, unfortunately. And I believe there's a disconnection, so that's why they're hanging around here. And as I said, I was correct. So they'll be replaying this game indeed. Unfortunate disconnection from Sandra Zen. And there'll be a little bit of a dance off here just to refresh. Good to see a little bit of fun anyhow. Well, some of the members here are actually just falling down too. We'll just see. Yeah. But I would. We have a little bit of a tease here, but now finally the clam is coming in here. But I'm going to have to ping them pretty soon if they don't wrap this up here. Because they're having a little bit too much fun and I'm scheduled to do something else after this. So... Oh, there we go. I think they heard me on stream saying that they need to hurry up here. Raider is the last one in, so I believe they'll go in anyways. And there, finally, okay. So Sandro will be coming back into the match once again. Just a slight disconnection here, and they'll have to pick the same weapons and the same choices once again. So straight into that one, and I will be checking out a bit more stuff here. My surf controls back up. Give me a bit. Okay, so we're finally able to. Now, luckily, nothing much happened at the start, but here we are once again here. Sandra able to take that snipe point once again here. Really, ooh, almost walking into that splat bomb there. And another exchange between Potato and Bibu this time. And ooh, a little bit of teleporting around here. I'm unsure if anyone disconnected once again. But it should be right. Yep, everyone's still alright here. We have 3 of the members here, all on the front line. 3 of them will be forced to retreat. Members here just, members of Tesla is just getting picked off one by one here, but a few of them getting the splashdown will have to come back for that bowler now. Ooh, a lot of teleporting in this game. Remember the Stingray now coming out here. Ooh, good throw on that ball. We'll be able to throw off where the location of Fury was. But it doesn't matter anyhow because the members will be picking up here. And we do see a little bit of a side action here. Bibi is the remaining survivor here, whilst other members are now taking it on the left side. We have Obito as well. So just see from Bibi's side now, there's 2 more coming from the back here. We'll be looking to zone out Bibi. I think there's the other way around actually. And now finally Bibi able to swim in and get that first score on the basket there. But there are no more clams to unable to support this, but still a great break nonetheless. But that will be for effectively a penalty included for the members of Pier Pressure here. Now we do see the power of the brush here, really fast indeed. And we'll be SOT looking to get a second one in. Sorry, the first clam ball, but no more clams are available here in the location that SOT's in. But it doesn't matter anyhow. Managed to pick up the splat. We'll be missing the beacon. Into the number 9, into 10, into the no, oh, very close. The clam did not even just form in the first place. Anyhow, that was too late. And now members here are a bit behind here. We do have Sandro who's behind, and for the being the sole survivor and whatnot. And now we're finally seeing here. Pressure finally taking this up here. They want to go to the left side of the engagement here. But I'm just not sure how they're going to fare with Bibi, who's in the way here. But Stingray finally comes out here. Would be able to score a bit better, but that would be that, unfortunately. So even though Raider was trying to support there, they will seal off that attack coming in. With a little bit of engagement, Potato will be able to get that sneak up close splat. You see Sandra now on that Hydra here. We'll be falling down quite a bit. 8 clams on Sandra too. I'm not sure if should be partaking into the clam throwing too, but here we are anyhow. Ink armor now available too, and just needing 2 more too, but you definitely don't want that 10 to give away your location. We have not able to pick up any splat time. Potato just being a little bit of a nuisance coming from behind here. And now once again Potato will be able to get a couple of flanks in, but no one is around actually. And instead we would just pick that up very casually here. We're able to shut down that engagement there. So this sort of forces Pier Pressure to sort of retreat and regroup once again. But at the same time, they'll be losing a couple of oh no, actually, I spoke too soon, and Obito will be able to get it in before going down, and there we are. That won't be the lead, unfortunately, because they still need one more here. Just like the 1 minute that's remaining here. And yeah, ooh, very tight here. So, Pier Pressure are looking pretty much. They're looking very good at the moment here, passing it off to Sandro as well, who will be keeping that. So definitely, we are looking for the super jumps in. And I believe, ooh, that was almost the setup. I just missed that indeed. But doesn't matter here. We have SO2 now charging here with splashdown available. That is now finally the setup here, and I believe Sandro will be looking to jump. There we are. One of the members now jumping in here. Few of them, oh, narrowly almost gets it in, but SO2 is still around though, and it's looking like the other way instead. But it doesn't matter anyhow because both teams actually have their clams ready here. And Obito will be falling down to there unfortunately. And that will be the last bit of engagement there. And here we are, overtime now finally. No, actually that's that. A fast overtime. I was really hoping it would go more further. But I guess not. And that must be pretty upsetting indeed. And that will be T-Slots win. Well done to T-Slots and congratulations for your victory here on the week 3 rounds. Very close games indeed, definitely. Anyhow, to whoever who followed me in advance, thank you so much, and please do check out the Oceanink community as well. They're a lovely group of people, and that's the community that I'm currently in. And yeah, once again, well played to both Pier Pressure and T-Slots, and thank you for joining me on this stream here. And I'll catch you next time. Your host has been Shidow, and I'm happy to have recorded this match. Thank you, and have a good day.